Hello everyone, it's time to talk about Everyday Feminism, which is a group that is trying to part people with their money by insisting that women cannot be empowered unless they donate to groups like Everyday Feminism, so that those groups can victimize women into empowerment somehow. And this is exactly what's wrong with society. The women of the suffrage movement, the women who fought for their right to vote, didn't first adopt a victim status and assume that society needed to treat them in a special way in order to get what they wanted. Instead, they were empowered from within, and they understood their own equality, and they projected that onto society in order to enact that change, in order to force the equality that they knew should already exist. So for the sake of your daughters and the women in your life who you love and respect, do not encourage them to adopt a victim status. Those people who are victims will always be victimized. Those people who refuse to be victimized will be empowered from within. The idea that women should somehow be brought down a peg in order to be made equal in the eyes of the rest of society is completely fallacious and idiotic. It's not even logical. I'm raising a daughter who I would very much like to be a successful and empowered person. And the last thing I want is for her to adopt a victim status and feel like she can't do certain things in society because society won't let her unless there are special treatments put in place in order to elevate her to the same level of other members of our society. It's ridiculous. Instead, she needs to understand, and I impress upon her, that her power comes from within, and it is as great as she can make it, as she believes. She is as powerful as she wants to be, as powerful as she is willing to believe herself to be. And she can do anything that anybody else can do, regardless of the obstacles put in place. Achieving success is about overcoming obstacles and trying to compare the severity of suffering and the severity of one's obstacles only leads to victimhood, and victimhood doesn't lead to empowerment. So do not save EF, bankrupt EF, if you value the talents and capabilities of the women that you care about. If you don't want to insult their talents and their capabilities, do not try to convince them to take on victim status. Convince them that they're already powerful enough to do anything that they need to do. That's all. Thanks.